The next harsh truth that is extra harsh is that they know how to swindle weak men. I'm not trying to paint women in a malicious light or say that women are bad, but they do know how to swindle a weak man, and I will explain. Really, it comes down to this. Don't be a sucker and be careful with what you lead with for this reason. What I mean by that is what you lead with in a relationship. Did you get this woman by flaunting your money, by posing next to a private jet that is not yours, by paying for dates that you cannot afford? If you lead with this, don't be surprised then when this woman uses you for those things.
Exactly. Shout out to this chick, man, for real. For real, man. Because check this out, man. We've been having this long debate in the dating content creation niche forever. Looks, money, and status, right? A lot of dudes love to, hey, man, all you need to do is get your looks, money, and status, man, and all the chicks will be yours, bro. Listen, man, look. Whatever you lead with is what's going to carry the relationship for as long as it lasts. And the thing is that whatever you lead with is only going to be as substantial as the relationship itself. So if you lead with money, you lead with your wallet, she's only going to be interested in you for money. If you lead with status, like a lot of these dudes in certain cities are club promoters. A chick is only fucking with you because you're a club promoter. Because if she fuck with you, she could get into the parties and she could get all her homegirls into the parties for free, right? Or your looks, right? If you look a certain way, say you got a six pack or you're a certain height or whatever, you can look a certain way, but still not know how to conduct yourself with a masculine identity. And for those of you that maybe have just started following, let me just explain what a masculine identity is. A masculine identity is who you are as a man. Things that are consistent about your character. That's what makes up your masculine identity. So as men, we have to always be developing our masculine identity. We have to always be developing the consistent things about ourselves, right? Our interests, our perspectives, the choice we make, the way we design our lives. You understand? Our character traits at the very core of us, right? The things, the values, and the things that make us individuals and who we are as men. That's your masculine identity. And you want to always be developing that. And that's what a woman ultimately follows. That's what a woman is ultimately going to be interested in. The thing with looks, money, and status is that those things can change at any time, right? But what's consistent about a man is his identity. OK, what's consistent about a man is who he is at the very core of him. And you want to use that to attract a woman because that's what's going to make the relationship more consistent. That's what's going to make the female's interest in you more consistent, because if she's actually interested in who you are, then that means she will respect you. She will have a more consistent interest to be a part of your life, and she'll have a consistent interest to earn her spot in your life, right? So therefore, she'll take her spot in your life more seriously. OK, and then she'll show you that interest. She'll show you that respect, and she'll show you the confidence that she has in your identity. Why? Because you're so consistent. Because a woman is always following a man's lead. A woman is always being influenced, right? So she's looking for somebody that's consistent. She's looking for somebody that has an identity that day after day after day, she can depend on him to be exactly who he is. And because she can depend on you and your identity, she can then get to develop and build her identity. You get what I'm saying? Because look, women change their hair all the time. They wear makeup all the time. They change their nails. They change outfits. They do different things. They wear wigs. They do this. They do that. Some of them get plastic surgery. A woman has no identity in a lot of cases if you break it down psychologically. The most consistent and happy and well-adjusted women who actually have an identity are those women that are attached to a man with a strong masculine identity. OK, and that's what a woman is looking for. A woman is looking for a man that she can depend on, that she can follow. And then she, in turn, will develop her own identity in the vein of the man's identity that she stays with. You get what I'm saying? So this is why a masculine identity is so important, because a masculine identity is integral in a woman's feminine identity. OK, but a woman can only develop a feminine identity once she attaches herself to a man that has a healthy, consistent, and confident masculine identity. OK, that's why your masculine identity is so important, guys. So what she's basically explaining in this video is that the whole looks, money, and status, or anything that is external, is not what you want to lead with in a relationship. And I also want to make a point to a lot of you guys who believe in the whole choosing signal. Look, I understand the strategy of reading the room and seeing which women might be interested in you, and then using that as a social cue to approach or meet a particular woman. I'm not really disputing that, right? That's a certain strategy that's cool. But to say that the only time that you ever approach any woman is if she shows you choosing signals, what that tells me is that you don't have leadership, you don't have initiative, and you're too afraid to go after what you want, regardless of what anyone else thinks. Because what you're literally saying is that you're waiting for the woman to lead the interaction by giving you a signal so you can do what you're supposed to do as a man. As a man, as soon as you see something that you like, you're supposed to be willing to go ahead and go get it, regardless of what anyone else thinks and regardless of what she thinks. Shoot, she could be on in her headphones, focusing on something else or reading a book. And you should be able to say, she's attractive. I'm going to go say what's up and not give a damn. You see what I'm saying? But too many dudes are so afraid to go after what they want as men. They don't have any faith in who they are. For whatever reason, they don't believe that a woman is going to like them unless they're leading with their wallet or unless they got some type of status, unless they got some type of looks. Remember, it's your identity that is going to really attract that woman. Because if your money runs out, what's she going to be attracted to if you're leading with your wallet? Let's just say you lose your job as a party promoter. What is she going to be attracted to after that? Let's just say you get into a car accident and you lose your looks. Like, what is she going to be attracted to after that? What if you contract some type of disease where it messes with your thyroid and you end up gaining a little bit of weight or something like that? What is she going to do then? The only thing that's going to keep her interested in you and respecting you is having a consistent, confident, masculine identity. Okay, so you have to develop the things on the inside, and nobody's saying not to develop the things on the outside. Of course, we want to make money. Of course, we want to look our best. Of course, we want to be physically attractive, right? But what I'm saying is that the things on the inside are more important than all the things on the outside. So if you're leading with external things, remember that whatever you lead with will dictate the integrity of your relationship. Okay, so if you lead with money, if the money runs out, your relationship has no integrity. If you lead with looks, if your looks change, your relationship has no integrity. If you lead with status, if your status changes, your relationship has no integrity. But if you lead with your identity and then use all those other things as a complement to your identity, then you have more of a chance of having a more substantial relationship that has integrity, right? And that's more genuine. You get what I'm saying? So it's up to you guys. And another thing you have to remember too, the reason why she's trying to explain this in the video is that we have to remember that it is what's inside of us that allows us to attract all the external things. It is the desire, motivation, confidence that is inside of us, that is at our core identity, that allows us to go out and be motivated and have ambition to make money, that allows us to go out and have ambition and drive to attain a certain status, that will allow us to have a certain drive and ambition to, go to the gym and look a certain way. You get what I'm saying? So again, you want to focus on what's going on inside and then use external things like looks, money, or status, or anything else that is external to be a complement to the internal. Okay, so it's your identity that's most important at the end of the day, guys. All right, so it's your boy Miles Cunningham. Hope you got some from this video. Hope you're having a great day, and remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.